This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hero 15. Turn. Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Seahawks take over. Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
19.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. To throw again is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Tackles.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they take the lead here at 7-6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Williams.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage.
Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is McCoy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. flushed out right. He may try and... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. 30, 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit.
Good job right there. 53's the mark.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Check out. Yellow. Hey, alert 3.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Check, 14. Run left.
On first down, Wilson. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On the ground, this is Williams. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 31, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's second down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some team...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hart. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Push left. 36 power. Run left.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, check.
Switch. Gun.
Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 54. You can't block me.
From the gun, a give to Penny. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that'll set him back 5.
Get him, boy.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Check right.
25.
From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. He's got it at the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the draw, this is Penny. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Heavy on the edges.
Hey.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Wilson, give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Rashad Penny, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Penny will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Williams, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run again with Carson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Penny running right, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. Hey, alert. Rush in.
Again, it's Penny. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Wilson on the keeper.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it with Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, let's go. Back.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Chris Jones on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know you felt that.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. It's been a long day.
Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch the eye.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Watch the run. Watch the
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes, K.J. Wright in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure it's...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, and I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Let's get it. 54. Mike 54. And we're pretty quiet. Front it. Go. Slam.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Penny, a first down carry, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's it,
Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This is Penny, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Now Wilson on first down. They'll roll him out right. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Front left. Easy. Bang.
Right there.
Look left.
54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Deuce. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check nickel. Yellow. Switch. On twist, 61. Matchbox, light.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll find Metcalf. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A good pickup there, a 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Mahomes to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 40 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, quit talking about it. Guys, 4 down. 12. 53, check 53. Watch the run.
Now Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the